Let's start in ancient India, with the origins of Ayurveda, one of the world's oldest holistic healing systems. Legend tells us that this science of life was a divine gift, passed down to humanity by Dhanvantari, the physician of the gods. Dhanvantari is often depicted emerging from the churning of the cosmic ocean, holding a pod of Amrita, the nectar of immortality, but the real secret to a long and healthy life, according to the wisdom he shared, isn't a magical potion. It's something far more accessible. Balance. Ayurveda teaches that health is a state of equilibrium between the body, mind, and spirit. It's not about extreme diets or punishing workout routines. Instead, it's about gentle, consistent self. This means eating according to your body's unique needs and digestive capacity, which can change as we age. It means exercising within your limits, focusing on activities that bring you joy and maintain your mobility, like walking, stretching, or yoga. And crucially, it emphasizes maintaining peace of mind through practices like meditation and spending time in nature. For seniors, these principles are pure gold. As we navigate the changes that come with age, the Ayurvedic focus on balance provides a powerful roadmap. It encourages us to listen to our bodies, to respect our limits, and to understand that true wellness isn't just the absence of disease, but a state of vibrant harmony. Dhanvantari's gift wasn't just a mythical nectar. It was the profound understanding that we hold the keys to our own health through our daily choices. It's about nurturing ourselves with kindness and consistency, a lesson that becomes more important with each passing year. Now, let's travel further east to the rich tapestry of Chinese mythology, where we also find powerful deities connected to healing and medicine. One of the most revered figures is Shennong, the divine farmer or emperor of the 5 grains. He is credited with teaching the ancient Chinese people not only agriculture but also the use of herbal medicine. The legend of Shennong is truly remarkable. It's said he had a transparent stomach, which allowed him to see the effects of different plants on his own body, out of immense compassion for his people who suffered from sickness. He roamed the mountains and fields, tasting hundreds of herbs to discover their properties. He painstakingly cataloged which plants were medicinal, which were nourishing, and which were poisonous. It was a heroic act of self-sacrifice. And through his efforts, he is said to have discovered hundreds of remedies, including tea, which he first encountered when a leaf fell into his boiling water. Then there is the goddess Dumu, the mother of the Big Dipper, a powerful Taoist deity associated with healing and mercy. She holds dominion over the registers of life and death, and is often called upon to grant health and longevity. Her stories emphasize a connection to cosmic and natural cycles, reminding us that our own well-being is interwoven with the world around us. What do these ancient figures, Shennong and Dumu, teach us about senior health today? They point us toward the incredible pharmacy that nature provides. Their stories are a powerful reminder that the plants, herbs, and foods that grow from the earth can be potent allies in our quest for wellness. For seniors, this doesn't mean abandoning modern medicine, which is a lifesaver. Instead, it highlights the power of a complementary approach. Think about the simple, healing power of ginger tea for digestion, the calming effects of chamomile or tea, immune-boosting properties of mushrooms like reishi, which have been used for centuries. Shennong's legacy encourages us to be curious about the natural world and to incorporate nourishing, whole foods and herbal remedies into our daily routines. It's about seeing our kitchen not just as a place to cook, but as a place to create health. By embracing the wisdom of these ancient figures, we can learn to support our bodies naturally, working in harmony with medical treatments to achieve the best possible health as we age. So, as we've seen, whether we look to Dhanvantari in India or Shennong and Dumu in China, the message is clear and consistent. The ancient myths don't offer a magical cure for aging, but they provide something far more valuable. A blueprint for living well at every stage of life. It's a blueprint built on balance, harmony with nature, and a deep respect for the body's innate wisdom. Have you ever wondered if the secrets to a long, healthy life were hidden in the stories of ancient gods? Today, we're journeying back to ancient Greece to uncover the wisdom of the god of medicine and discover how his timeless lessons can help us, especially our beloved seniors, live healthier and more vibrant lives. In the rich tapestry of Greek mythology, one name shines brightly when it comes to healing. He was the son of Apollo, the god of light and knowledge, and time was revered as the ultimate physician. Asclepius possessed such incredible skill that he could cure almost any disease and even, according to some legends, bring the dead back to life. His famous staff, with a single serpent coiled around it, is still the most recognizable symbol of medicine and healing across the world. You see it on ambulances, in hospitals, and at pharmacies. But the story of Asclepius is more than just a myth. It carries a profound message. It teaches us that health is a precious, almost divine gift, one that we must treasure and care for with wisdom, respect, and a sense of balance. For older adults, this ancient story holds a particularly powerful lesson. It reminds us that good health isn't just about taking pills or visiting the doctor when something goes wrong. It's about creating harmony in our daily lives. Think about it. Seniors who prioritize getting enough quality sleep, eating nutritious meals, and incorporating gentle movement into their day are far more likely to stay strong and avoid the chronic illnesses that can creep in with age. Just as Asclepius understood the delicate balance between the body, the mind, and the natural world, we too must approach our health from a holistic perspective. It's about nurturing ourselves in every possible way. So, what can we learn from Asclepius about achieving this balance? First, let's talk about the body aspect. For seniors, this means gentle but consistent physical activity. You don't need to run a marathon. A daily walk in the park, a bit of light stretching, or even some simple chair yogi can do wonders. Movement helps maintain muscle strength, keeps joints flexible, and improves circulation. It's like tending to a garden. A little care each day helps everything flourish. It's about respecting our body's limits while still encouraging it to stay active and engaged. Next, let's consider the mind. The health of our mind is just as important as the health of our body. Asclepius's wisdom suggests that a calm and positive mind is a cornerstone of well-being. For seniors, this can mean engaging in activities that bring joy and mental stimulation. This could be anything from solving crossword puzzles, reading a good book, learning a new skill online, or spending quality time with family and friends. Social connection is a huge part of mental wellness. Sharing stories, laughing, and feeling part of a community can combat feelings of loneliness and keep the mind sharp and spirits high. Remember, a happy mind contributes to a healthy body. Finally, we have nature. The ancient Greeks had a deep connection to the natural world, and Asclepius's healing sanctuaries, called Asclepians, were often located in serene, natural settings with fresh air and clean water. This wasn't a coincidence. They knew that nature itself has healing properties. For seniors, spending time outdoors can be incredibly restorative. Feeling the sun on your skin, breathing in the fresh air, or simply sitting in a garden can lower stress, improve mood, and boost your immune system. It's about reconnecting with the simple, powerful rhythms of the natural world, just as our ancestors did. Now let's look at another figure from mythology who complements Asclepius perfectly, Hygeia, his daughter. While Asclepius was the god of curing disease, Hygeia was the goddess of preventing it. Her name is the root of our modern word hygiene. She represents the proactive side of health, cleanliness, good diet, and living in a way that prevents illness from taking hold in the first place. Her philosophy is simple. It's better to stay well than to have to get well. For seniors, embracing the spirit of Hygeia is a game changer. This is about making smart, preventative choices every single day. It means washing your hands thoroughly, keeping your living space clean, and being mindful of what you eat. A diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins provides the fuel your body needs to defend itself. Think of your body as a fortress. Hygeia's principles are about strengthening the walls so that invaders like viruses and bacteria can't get in. By focusing on prevention, seniors can maintain their independence and enjoy a higher quality of life for much longer. The partnership of Asclepius and Hygeia offers a complete picture of health. It's a beautiful dance between cure and prevention, treatment and lifestyle. We need the wisdom of Asclepius when we fall ill, relying on modern medicine and skilled healthcare professionals to help us recover. But we also need the wisdom of Hygeia to build a foundation of health that makes us less likely to get sick. For seniors, this means working with your doctor to manage any existing conditions while also taking personal responsibility for your daily habits. It's an empowering partnership between you and your healthcare team. Imagine applying this ancient wisdom to your own life. Start small. This week, maybe you can focus on one aspect. Perhaps it's taking a 15-minute walk every morning, embodying Asclepius's call for gentle movement. Or maybe you will focus on Hygie's principles by adding one extra serving of vegetables to your dinner each night. You could also tend to your mind by calling a friend you haven't spoken to in a while. These small, consistent actions, inspired by thousands of years of wisdom, are what build a long, healthy, and happy life. They're the modern rituals that honor the ancient gods of healing. Let's revisit Asclepius, the Greek god of medicine. Remember how his healing temples weren't just hospitals, but sanctuaries of peace, dream therapy, and holistic care. For older adults, this story carries a powerful message. It reminds us that true health isn't just about the pills we take or the treatments we undergo. It's about achieving a beautiful harmony in our lives. Think about it. Seniors who prioritize good sleep, maintain a balanced diet, and incorporate gentle movement into their daily routine are often the ones who successfully manage or even avoid chronic conditions. Just as Asclepius taught the importance of balance between body, mind, and nature, we too must become the guardians of our own well-being, nurturing every aspect of our health. Now, let's travel to ancient India and meet a truly remarkable figure. In Hindu tradition, Dhanvantari is the divine physician, the father of Ayurveda, the ancient science of life. He is often depicted emerging from the churning of the cosmic ocean, holding a pot filled with Amrita, the sacred nectar of immortality. This nectar is said to grant not just eternal life, but perfect health and longevity. The lesson here is wonderfully clear and direct. What we consume profoundly shapes the quality and length of our lives. For seniors, this is a golden rule. Imagine every meal as an opportunity to nourish your body with its own form of Amrita. Choosing fiber-rich foods, like whole grains and legumes, colorful fruits and vegetables, bursting with and natural herbs and spices is like giving yourself a daily dose of this life-giving nectar. It's about consciously selecting foods that build strength, reduce inflammation, and support your body's natural healing processes. This isn't about restrictive dieting. It's about celebrating food as medicine, a gift from nature to keep us vibrant and strong. But the wisdom doesn't stop with food. Ayurveda, the system Dhanvantari gifted to the world, is built on the concept of maintaining balance among the three doshas, or life energies, Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. As we age, our internal balance can shift. We might feel more scattered, more tired, or more prone to aches and pains. Ayurveda teaches us to listen to our bodies and make small, consistent adjustments to our lifestyle to restore that equilibrium. This could be as simple as establishing a regular sleep schedule to calm Vata, or choosing cooling foods to pacify Pitta. It is an intuitive and personalized approach to health that empowers us to be active participants in our own wellness journey. The myth of Dhanvantari isn't just a story, it's a practical guide to living in tune with our own unique nature. Let's now turn our attention to the Far East, to the wisdom of Chinese mythology. Here, we encounter Sinno, one of the legendary three sovereigns and five emperors. Shennon, whose name means divine farmer, is revered as the father of Chinese agriculture and traditional medicine. Legend has it that he tasted hundreds of herbs to determine their medicinal properties. He is often depicted with a transparent stomach, allowing him to observe the effects of each plant he ingested. One of his most famous discoveries was tea. The story goes that after accidentally poisoning himself, he was revived by a tea leaf that fell into his mouth. Shenona's legacy is a testament to the power of curiosity and the profound healing properties found in nature. For seniors, this story encourages a spirit of gentle exploration. It's about understanding that the natural world is a vast pharmacy waiting to be discovered. This doesn't mean experimenting recklessly, of course, but it does mean appreciating the simple, powerful benefits of herbal teas, like calming chamomile for sleep or invigorating ginger for digestion. It's about recognizing that a simple walk in a park, breathing in fresh air, connects us to the same healing forces that Shannon studied. He teaches us that health is a process of learning and adapting, of paying close attention to how our bodies interact with the world around us. His story inspires us to be our own divine farmers, cultivating our health with care, wisdom, and a deep respect for nature. Finally, let's travel to ancient Egypt and meet the ibis-headed god, Thoth. While he is widely known as the god of writing, magic, and wisdom, Thoth was also a master of healing. He was believed to be the author of sacred medical texts, including the famous Ebers Papyrus, one of the oldest and most important medical documents in history. Thoth represented the power of knowledge, intellect, and careful observation in the healing arts. His approach was systematic and based on accumulated wisdom. The message from Thoth for today's seniors is profound. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to our health. In an age of information overload, Thoth's legacy encourages us to be discerning and proactive learners. This means asking our doctors thoughtful questions, seeking to understand our health conditions, and learning about the medications we take. It's about becoming an educated partner in our own healthcare. Furthermore, Thoth's association with writing and wisdom reminds us of the importance of keeping our minds active. Engaging in puzzles, reading, learning a new skill, or even journaling our thoughts and experiences are all powerful ways to maintain cognitive health and mental sharpness. Just as Thoth used his intellect to bring order and healing, we can use our minds to navigate the complexities of aging with confidence and grace. Our first stop is India, where we encounter Dhanvantari, the celestial physician of the Hindu gods. Legend says he emerged from the churning of the cosmic ocean, holding a pot of Amrita, the nectar of immortality. But Dhanvantari didn't just keep this divine knowledge to himself. He passed it down to humanity in the form of Ayurveda, one of the world's oldest systems of natural medicine. The name Ayurveda itself means the science of life, and its core principle is all about balance. Think of your body as a unique ecosystem. Ayurveda teaches that health is achieved when everything is in harmony. Your mind, your body, and your spirit. This isn't about extreme diets or punishing workout routines. It's about listening to your body and giving it what it truly needs. For seniors looking to stay active and vibrant, this ancient wisdom is incredibly relevant. Ayurveda emphasizes eating according to your body's constitution and the changing seasons. It's about choosing fresh, whole foods that nourish you, rather than just fill you up. It's the difference between eating a warm, spiced stew in winter that makes you feel grounded and cozy, versus a light, crisp salad in summer that keeps you cool and refreshed. It's intuitive eating, perfected over thousands of years. Then there's exercise. Ayurveda doesn't push a no pain, no gain philosophy. Instead, it encourages moving your body within its capacity. This could be a gentle yoga practice, a mindful walk in nature, or even simple stretching exercises. The goal is to build strength and flexibility without causing strain or injury. It's about celebrating what your body can do, not punishing it for what it can't. This approach helps maintain mobility and joint health, which are crucial as we age. Perhaps most importantly, Ayurveda places immense value on maintaining peace of mind. Stress, anxiety, and negative thoughts are seen as major disruptors to our inner balance. Practices like meditation, deep breathing, and spending quiet time in nature are not just luxuries. They are essential medicines for the soul. For seniors, managing stress is key to supporting cardiovascular health, boosting the immune system, and promoting overall well-being. Dhanvantari's message is clear. True health isn't just the absence of disease. It's a state of vibrant, joyful balance. Now, let's journey further east to China, where the connection between nature, spirituality, and healing is deeply woven into the cultural fabric. Here, we meet Shannon, the divine farmer, a legendary emperor, and one of the most revered figures in Chinese mythology. Shannon is often depicted with horns, dressed in leaves, and is said to have had a transparent stomach. This unique feature allowed him to see exactly how different plants and herbs affected his body. According to legend, he roamed the mountains and fields, tasting hundreds of herbs to discover their medicinal properties. He is credited with identifying countless remedies and poisons, laying the foundation for traditional Chinese medicine. His most famous discovery: tea. The story goes that while boiling water to drink, A few leaves from a nearby Camellia sinensis plant blew into his pot. Curious, he took a sip and found the brew to be both refreshing and restorative. And just like that, the world's most popular beverage was born. Initially used for its medicinal benefits, Shinong's legacy teaches us a powerful lesson. Nature is our greatest pharmacy. For seniors, this ancient wisdom highlights the immense power of herbs, teas, and natural foods to support our health. This isn't about replacing modern medicine, but complementing it. Think of warming ginger tea to aid digestion, calming chamomile to promote restful sleep, or antioxidant-rich goji berries to support eye health. These are not just old wives' tales. They are remedies tested by figures like Shinong over millennia. His self-sacrificing quest reminds us to look to the natural world for support and to approach our health with curiosity and respect for the bounty around us. Alongside Shinong, we also find powerful female deities of healing, like Domu, the mother of the Big Dipper. Domu is a fascinating goddess who embodies both compassion and cosmic power. She is often depicted with multiple arms, each holding a different symbolic object, representing her ability to help with a wide range of problems. She is a protector, a guide, and a healer, believed to control the books of life and death. Domu's connection to healing is tied to her role as a celestial mother. She oversees the stars that, in Chinese astrology, are believed to influence our destiny and our health. Worshipping her is a way of aligning oneself with the positive, life-giving forces of the universe. Her stories remind us that healing isn't just about physical remedies. It's also about our spiritual and emotional state. Domu represents the power of compassionate care and the importance of finding a sense of peace and alignment with the world around us. For seniors, her myth can be a source of great comfort. It encourages a holistic view of health, where nurturing our spirit is just as important as caring for our body, whether it's through meditation, prayer, or simply finding quiet moments to connect with the vastness of the night sky. Domu's energy invites us to find healing and tranquility and cosmic harmony. From Dhanvantari's balanced lifestyle to Shinong's natural pharmacy and Domu's cosmic compassion, the myths of the East offer a profound and holistic vision of health. They don't offer a single magic pill for eternal youth. Instead, they provide a roadmap for living in harmony with ourselves and with the world around us. In the lush landscapes of Southeast Asia, the approach to healing has always been deeply intertwined with nature and spirit. For centuries, traditional healers and shamans have been the keepers of this sacred knowledge. They didn't rely on labs or synthetic compounds. Their pharmacy was the forest. Their prescriptions were rituals passed down through generations. They believed that illness wasn't just a physical ailment, but a sign of imbalance between the body, mind, and the natural world. These healers would venture into the jungle, guided by ancestral wisdom, to find specific plants, roots, and leaves. Each one held a unique power, a gift from nature intended to restore harmony. But it wasn't just about ingesting a herb. The healing process often involved chants, ceremonies, and rituals designed to cleanse the spirit and realign the person's energy with the world around them. This holistic view is a powerful reminder that true wellness comes from more than just a pill. It is about respecting our connection to the earth and understanding that nature provides what we need to thrive. For seniors, this heritage offers a beautiful alternative perspective on health. It encourages us to look beyond the pharmacy and rediscover the healing power of nature. Think about simple things like herbal teas that have been used for centuries to aid digestion or soothe the nerves, or the practice of spending time in a garden or a park, letting the sights and sounds of nature calm our minds. These aren't just pleasant activities. They are echoes of an ancient understanding that our environment is a crucial partner in our well-being. This wisdom teaches us that staying healthy and resilient in our later years can be a gentle, natural process, rooted in the gifts the earth has always offered. As we connect these ancient practices to modern senior health, a central theme emerges: the profound link between longevity and wisdom. In many myths and legends, the figures who live the longest, happiest lives aren't necessarily the strongest warriors or the wealthiest kings. They are the sages, the hermits, the wise elders who understand the art of self. They know that true strength isn't just about physical power, but about the wisdom to live in moderation and balance. Think about the classic tales of masters who live to a ripe old age, high in the mountains. What's their secret? It's rarely a magic potion. Instead, it's a lifestyle of simplicity, mindfulness, and harmony. They eat simple, nourishing foods. They practice gentle movements like Tai Chi or yoga, keeping their bodies flexible and their energy flowing. They spend time in quiet contemplation, keeping their minds clear and their spirits at peace. This is the essence of mythological wisdom applied to health. It teaches us that longevity isn't a battle to be won, but a dance to be enjoyed. This principle of moderation is a cornerstone of a healthy senior life. The myths warn against excess too much feasting, too much striving, too much stress. They show us that those who live in a constant state of turmoil, chasing endless desires, often burn out quickly. In contrast, those who find a middle path, who balance activity with rest and social connection with quiet solitude, are the ones who flourish. For seniors, this means listening to your body, knowing when to push yourself and when to relax. It's about savoring your meals without overindulging, staying active without overexerting, and engaging your mind without overwhelming it. It's the wisdom to cultivate peace from within, which is the ultimate foundation for a long and healthy life. So, how can we translate this ancient wisdom into practical, everyday habits? Let's start with the concept of balance in our diet. Many ancient healing traditions, from Ayurveda in India to traditional Chinese medicine, emphasize the importance of eating a balanced variety of foods. They didn't count calories, but they understood that different foods had different energies and properties. Some were heating, others were cooling. The goal was to combine them in a way that maintained internal equilibrium. For a senior, this could mean ensuring your plate has a rainbow of colors. The vibrant reds, greens, and yellows in fruits and vegetables aren't just pretty. They signify a wide range of vitamins and antioxidants. It's about incorporating whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats. It's not about restrictive dieting, but about mindful eating. Pay attention to how different foods make you feel. Does a heavy, greasy meal leave you feeling sluggish? Does a light, fresh salad give you energy? Our bodies are incredibly intelligent, and like the ancient healers, we can learn to listen to their signals. This approach turns eating from a chore into a nourishing ritual, a way of honoring our body and giving it the balanced fuel it needs to function at its best. Beyond diet, the principle of balance extends to our daily activities. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught in a cycle of either being too busy or too sedentary. Mythology teaches the value of a balanced rhythm. Just as there is day and night, summer and winter, our lives need a natural flow of action and stillness. For seniors, this means creating a routine that includes both physical movement and mental rest. This could be a morning walk in the park, followed by an afternoon of reading a good book. It could be a session of gentle stretching or chair yoga, followed by a quiet meditation or listening to calming music. The key is to avoid extremes. Pushing your body too hard can lead to injury, while being inactive can lead to stiffness and decline. The same goes for our minds. Constant stimulation from screens and news can be exhausting, while a lack of mental engagement can lead to cognitive decline. By consciously building both active and restful periods into your day, you are practicing the ancient art of living in harmony. You are honoring your body's need for movement and your mind's need for peace, creating a sustainable rhythm that supports long-term health and vitality. Finally, let's talk about the wisdom of emotional balance, a theme that runs deep in myths across the globe. Stories often depict heroes being tested not just by monsters, but by their own emotions, their anger, their grief, their fear. The ones who succeed are those who learn to navigate these feelings with grace and wisdom, rather than being consumed by them. They understand that emotions are like whether they come and go, and while we can't always control them, we can learn to find shelter and not get swept away by the storm. For seniors, the later years can bring a complex mix of emotions. There is the joy of seeing grandchildren grow, the satisfaction of a life well lived, but also potential feelings of loss, loneliness, or anxiety about the future. Ancient wisdom encourages us not to suppress these feelings, but to acknowledge them with compassion. Practices like mindfulness and journaling can be incredibly powerful tools. They allow us to observe our emotions without judgment, creating a space between our feelings and our reactions. Sharing your feelings with trusted friends, family, or a support group is another way to practice this wisdom. Connection is a powerful antidote to despair. By cultivating emotional resilience, we are building a strong inner foundation that can weather any storm, allowing us to enjoy our later years with a sense of peace, gratitude, and inner strength.